Well. Thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video, and comment down below. My name is One of a Kind Vlogs, and I will be bringing you Pins and Needles Day. Pins and Needles Day is celebrated every year on November 27th. The day celebrates a popular musical performance on Broadway between 1937 and 1940, with music composed by Harold Rome. The, mu- the musical was originally written for members of the International Ladies Garment Workers Union, but its entertaining storyline led to a skyrocketing in popularity. The show was based on the lives of young workers during the American labor movement and acted as a party prodigy, Parody, or prevalently social issues. The show performed 1,018 times and was presented to President Franklin D. Roosevelt and his wife at the White House in 1938. Now that's something to think about, bro. Bro, come on, bro. Okay. History of Pins and Needles Day. Despite, wait a minute, despite what the name implies, Pins and Needles Day didn't originate from that odd and tingling feeling you get when your circulation has been cut off. Instead, Pins and Needles Day owes its origin to the Broadway musical composed by Harold Rome and performed for the first time in 1937. The musical, produced by the International Ladies Garment Workers Union and written from a pro-union perspective, was based on the lives of young American workers in New York who faced the challenges for keeping their jobs during the American labor movement. Rehearsing only at night on the weekends, the original cast consisted of regular workers from cutters to basters to sewing machines operators. The skirt was used to what's this parody? Parody? The prevailing social and political issues of the time. The name Pins and Needles was chosen by Max Danish, an editor of the International Ladies Garment Workers Union newspaper. When what stated was a small production soon grew into popularity to the point where the worker cast members had to quit their jobs. The musical began showing 8 days a week. In 1938, the musical was performed at the White House for President Roosevelt and his wife, Eleanor Roosevelt. The musical was performed 1,018 times and once held the record for being Broadway's longest running performance. Harold Rome, the major writer of the musical, studied architect and law at Yale and was a printer and composer. Wow, that's dope. Or a painter and a composer, my bad. Pins and Needles timeline, 1937, the first performance. Pins and Needles performed for the first time in New York City. 1938, the White House. Pins and Needles performed at the White House for President Roosevelt. 1978, the reassurance. After 41 years, Pins and Needles is performed again in New York City, running for 225 performances. 2010, the United Kingdom. Pins and Needles were performed in the United Kingdom for the first time. That ain't bad, boy. I mean, Pins and Needles doing their thing. No disrespect for that. Okay. How to celebrate Pins and Needles Day. Number one, watch a musical. Though you may not have access to Pins and Needles itself, celebrate by attending a musical or watch one online. Take a break from regular movies and try theater for a change. You know what? That's a good idea. I must try one. Number two, conduct research. A labor movement is an important part of the United of American history and forms the background of pins and needles. Learning more about the time period provides rich content to help you better appreciate why the musical was such a hit. Good idea. Number three, use the hashtag. Let's let others know that you're celebrating. Use the hashtag Pins and Needles Day to spark conversation about the musical. I will do that when I do the hashtag. 5 important facts about Harold Rome's musical. Number 1, Pins and Needles. The musical, which is based on the lives of young workers in New York, received un, unpredict, un, unappreciated critical acclaim. Number 2, Call Me Mister. The revenue was first performed in 1946 and was about military troops returning to civilian life. Number 3, Wish You Was Here. Performed for the first time in 1952, the musical chronicles the romantic relationship that developed in an adult summer camp. Number 4, Fanny. Performed on Broadway in 1954, the musical was performed 888 times. Woo-wee. And number 5, I Can Get It For You Wholesale. Set in 1937 New York and performed on Broadway in 1962, the musical heralded the debut of Barbra Streisand. Well, I've learned a lot already. Why we love Pins and Needles Day? A. It promotes social change. The musical presented social ensures issues refreshingly and entertainingly. It proved the art is the powerful means of achieving social change. B. A celebration of art. The art has meant to be embraced. Pins and Needles Day gives us a great opportunity to celebrate theater, from movies to musicals to plays to reviews. Revues. I hope I spelled it and said it right. C. It celebrates ordinary people. Pins and Needles prove that seemingly ordinary people can produce spectacular things. Unlike most Broadway productions, the musical wasn't composed of a star-studded cast, but regular people. Now, I thought Pins and Needles was about pins and needles. You know how you sit there and you weave or you does some type of craft? That's what I thought it was. Come to find out, Pins and Needles is about a theater, a play. I never knew that. So I learned some more again today. So guess what? It's the end of my video. Hope you like my video. Comment down below if you liked it. Keep your post notifications on so every time I drop a video, you will get the notification. And always remember, you're too blessed to be stressed, love, and happiness at all times. Hug somebody and tell them you love them. And remember, always do a random act of kindness. You never know where your blessing's going to come from. Now, I uploaded something on my community timeline. It's a video. I want everybody that looked at this video to go check that video out, because that video is about you never know where your blessing is coming from. You never know. Man did I just don't see the video. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.